You will want to get a best friend.
Okay.
It will really change you from who you be. I want to ask you.
They ask me, I be ask the audience.
No, you already asked now. You say you want to get best friend. Now I want to ask you now. It will change Mike from who Mike be.
Experience is the best teacher. Now when I experience the best friend, now I will know whether I will change.
So if to say you the riggy now, so best friend will stop you from riggy.
No, I know the riggy.
Okay. Fine. You don't start politics.
Hi and welcome to the Blunt Place Show. As they all together, we are back to the show, and today is a very, very amazing day. As you all know, I am with Mr. Samson. Anyways, his normal introduction is going to give it to you guys. I'm just giving you guys as for who I am with today. I am Chima Michael. I'm going to be the host for today. I know you guys have missed us, but we went to prepare ourselves to give you a very, very hot topic today. All right, so meet Mr. Samson before we proceed.
Hi guys, Wonkolo Samson is my name. I'm a criminal psychologist. I think that's all for now.
Awesome. So, Samson, before we delve into the topic we have for today, so how do you feel about the break? I think we've had up to 2-3 weeks break to go and re-strategize and come back. So, what do you have to say?
We are back now. Make them see the impact now.
Also, as they hot like this. Okay, yes, because of our body they hot, we are going to delve straight into the topic. But before we do so, please, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please, we are encouraging you to do so. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and tell your friends about it. This is a place we are very, very blunt. We talk about realities. All right? Thank you, and I believe you're going to do so. So, today we are going to be treating a topic that says, does marrying your best friend eliminate unfaithfulness in marriage? Make I speak out for PG, maybe people understand.
Better.
If you marry your best friend, because you don't hear say best friend this, best friend that, which is awesome. It's kudos to all best friends out there. Me, I go try get one best friend too. So now, Mr. Samson, the topic is, if you marry that your best friend, is it a guarantee that in your marriage there will be zero unfaithfulness? I want you to do justice to this topic for us.
You will want to get a best friend.
Okay.
It will really change you from who you be. I want to ask you.
They ask me, I be ask the audience.
No, you already asked now. You say you want to get best friend now. I want to ask you now. It will change Mike from who Mike be.
Experience is the best teacher. Now when I experience the best friend, now I go know whether I go change.
So if to say you the riggy now, so best friend will stop you from riggy.
No, I know the riggy.
Okay. Fine. You don't start politics. But as far as I'm concerned, to be frank with you, human nature is human nature.
Okay.
So even if maybe your wife happens to be your best friend,
okay,
it doesn't change you from who you are.
Okay.
The only thing your best friend can do for you. Okay, fine. First of all, let's accept this fact.
Okay.
Marrying your best friend has a lot of advantages.
Okay.
But you cannot actually change the skin color of a leopard. That is the truth. The only thing that your best friend is going to enjoy is that loyalty is there.
Yeah.
That respect is there.
Okay.
It can, to an extent, limit the way you want to be yourself.
Okay.
Your natural, crazy self. Because now you are loyal to somebody, you don't want to offend the person. You might now decide to limit the way you are supposed to go out there.
Okay.
Or even if you are going out there, you make sure that your best friend has no trace.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Samson, thank you so very much. When you say limit the way you go out there, I suppose you're trying to say limit the level of unfaithfulness. I mean, for instance, if you were supposed to see maybe 5 ladies or 6 ladies, then you reduce to 1. Okay, if that's what you mean. Now, I would ask, even if you cheat with 1 person and you cheat with 10 person, it is still unfaithfulness, right? So, is there a ranking for unfaithfulness?
My brother, let me be honest with you. Chris scale level.
Okay.
I have to be blunt about this.
Okay.
Because if I say, okay, there is a ranking, it will sound like I don't know what I'm saying. But I need to come raw with you. Chris scale level. There are some people that are totally escalated. While there are some people that are being curtailed.
Okay.
Probably, maybe like we are rightly saying, they are connected to their best friend.
Okay.
And to an extent, their conscience keeps biting them.
Okay.
So, even if they wanted to prowl like a tiger, now they are just once in a while. feeling like an hyena.
Okay.
Because there is a conscience hitting them based on their loyalty to their best friend. But meanwhile, there are some people with zero discretion. As in, if you understand.
I don't understand.
Ngari.
Yeah.
That is waka waka.
Waka waka. Okay.
There are some people who, they are chronic in this issue. So why I said having a best friend might not necessarily change you. It may only reduce your overbearing or your overbearing attitude.
Okay, yeah, that is well noted. Let me ask you a question. Now, when we talk about best friend, we talk about a person you can confide in, a person you can do a lot of things with, a person you can share so many things with. Now, from what you have explained so far, you're trying to say a person is a person. Whether you have a best friend, whether you do not have a best friend, you are who you are. All right? So now, I want to ask, what is the role of a friend in your life, for instance? You have a friend. You are who you are, for instance. A friend comes into your life. Are you trying to say they will not have a positive impact in your life to change you from what you used to do? For instance, you used to do the ngari, you talked about waka waka. Now a person comes into your life to say, I don't like this aspect of you, this part of you. I would want you to change. Don't they have the power to be able to change you entirely?
That is the influence we are talking about. But hold on. Remember, this aspect of best friend we talk, a man and woman.
Yeah.
It's not like maybe two guys trying to influence each other or two girls trying to influence each other.
Yeah.
We're talking about two opposite sex.
Okay.
Which, of course, you and I know biologically when it comes to that issue. They need a girlfriend for that matter when the school won't come. So, having a female that became your wife, who was your best friend.
Okay.
Now there is this passion, there is this loyalty, there is this terms of promise, not wanting to hurt that person because you know that person is a part of you.
Okay.
And to an extent now, it begins to limit what you want to do that you would have naturally done had it been there was no friend. Like they say, iron sharpening iron.
Correct.
Right? But in this issue now, your loyalty to that woman, because she was not only just your wife, but your best friend, would limit you. And that is the limitation we're talking about. So it's similar to what you are saying, but the only slight difference is that I need to remind you that we're talking about two opposite sex becoming best friends.
Okay, yeah, noted. Now, let us also do justice now to this best friendship of a thing, all right? Now, in the sense where you say, we are hearing it everywhere. I mean, we hear it in the social media and everywhere. I've married my best friend. We are this, we are that, which is awesome, and I appreciate that as well. Now, I want you to talk about the positives. The positives of marrying your best friend, because they are listening to us out there, right? And somebody out there now is with his or her best friend, and the person is contemplating, am I going to have a good marriage? There's what we call the fear of the unknown. People are afraid to get into marriage because of the things happening right now. So now, if you're having a best friend and you want to go into marriage with the person, what positives? What do you think the person is going to benefit from it in marriage?
Well, the truth is this: many divorce we are experiencing today, most of them happen because of that lack of connection. Connection is not only when you people cuddle in bed, the emotional exchange and affection. It's not necessarily connection. When your woman is your best friend, there's a lot of advantage. Because there will come a time in that marriage where those physical things that attracted you will no longer attract you. They may remain beautiful, or they may even change over time, maybe in the process of giving birth. Say man self they would. One time you go begin see white baby for some places. The way you now you don't go that way again. Somehow you don't shrink. What will keep the relationship that time, if not for the friendship? There will come a time in that same relationship where we say, even if your woman self go bare, they walk around the house, you're not feeling anything. There will come a time that even when the man goes bare with all his everything, his pack or maybe full pack this time, the woman is not feeling anything. But still, they cannot do without each other. Why? They have that bond.
For sure.
And that bond, is cemented by real friendship with understanding. You know what I've noticed in our generation? Our generation, most girls have used their husbands for besties. And they use strangers for husbands. There is nothing like a man that understands you. A man that comes level with you. And a man that you are free to tell anything at any time. And you people just know how to marry your differences, how to, settle your differences whenever it occurs. Because why? You guys have this, like Tom and Jerry, you guys are just there for each other. You know that, yes, you bond.
Okay, Mr. Samson, let me scratch one aspect a little. Okay, I just have 2 questions to ask you before we wrap up for the day. Let me scratch one aspect a little. Now, for the people that married their best friend, let's talk about the sides of the lady now. The side of the ladies now. Okay, people that married their best friends. Yeah, it's all over there. They tell you they married their best friend, and we realize that for some reasons the bond is there and all. For some reasons, the ladies, they go out maybe to meet other men to get satisfaction and all. So my question is, does marrying your best friend, does it cover up for other aspects? Maybe some satisfaction, financial, satisfaction of financial commitment and all. Does it cover every other aspect of marriage?
Well, it is not a cut and paste.
Okay.
Remember, there is no perfect relationship.
Okay.
Neither is there any perfect friendship.
Okay.
But if we take statistics, we will find out that it is still best practice to be with your best friend. Because to an extent, you guys can be able to amend any differences.
Yeah.
Maybe, for example, maybe you guys are not having that perfect satisfaction that you crave whenever you guys are cuddling.
Okay.
But when you are with your best friend, there are ways you can express yourself to your best friend without necessarily bringing his or her morale down because of that level of understanding.
Okay.
So imagine how many marriages will heal when there is good level of communication than when there is no communication at all.
Yes.
Now, it does being your best friend does not mean that, okay, if a man doesn't have that ability to, give a woman what she needs, being best friend or not doesn't change that particular but to an extent, when there is communication, then the solution is not so far away again. Come see, let me tell you, the bottom line of everything in this best friend issue is communication. And communication is not just all about just I'm talking to you, you're talking to me. That's not communication. There's a level with which a man and a woman we understand each other that even eyes are talking. Congestions, body movement, body language. We comprehend each other so much that we are like newspaper to each other.
Okay, Mr. Samson, because of our time, let me ask you one last question before we wrap up. So now, what is in for those that are not marrying their best friends?
Well, for those that are not marrying their best friends, it's not like it spells doom.
Okay.
No. You can as well start. You are in it already. Of course, marriage, we know, we receive the certificate before we start the institution. And guess what? Best friends also receive the certificate and still continue to study themselves. So it does not really spell doom. No. All you just need to start doing, first of all, you have to tell yourself that this is my partner. And henceforth, this is my friend. So I have to learn to control myself around this person, to learn to understand this person. I was telling somebody yesterday, I said, the best way sometimes to handle issues, especially when there is conflict, and maybe you are being confronted, is to find a way to look out of yourself.
Correct.
Because if someone confronts you, the next thing you want to get angry, right? Then what if someone confronts you and then you be like, why is this person confronting me? You begin to ask why, rather than, no, I must react. You will find out that you will finally start taking control of the atmosphere, control of the situation. So now, if you feel that, okay, you didn't really have that best friend relationship with your couple, then you better start looking at your couple as your best friend and then begin to try to understand him better or understand her better. Open channels of communication. Try and tolerate each other. Try as much as possible to, be liberal in your approach towards things around each other.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Samson. Now, in the next 1 minute, I would want you to give us a general advice, for a lot of people that their relationships are in chaos, for one reason or the other, and they are trying to wonder if they actually are in a relationship with their best friends and all, or with their friends. So I want you to give us a general advice. What do you have to say to people that are passing through difficulty in relationships and they are planning to go into marriage sooner? Just tell us, please.
Well, to me, so long as it is relationship, so long as it is not marriage, it is an experience. Whenever you have an issue with a relationship, don't see it like you failed.
Okay.
Instead, forgive yourself, forgive the party involved, pick some lessons from there, use it to better yourself. But when you begin to bite yourself from your failure in a relationship and then begin to use that same bad experience to enter another, you may start using the bad influences from the first relationship to destroy the second one.
Yeah.
So you need to learn to forgive yourself, no matter what you did.
Okay.
As well as forgive the party involved and let bygones be bygones. Then whatever experience is coming back to your mindset regarding your past relationship, pick the lessons and count the lessons as a blessing to use to better the next.
Correct. All right. Thank you so very much, Mr. Samson. I suppose you all have heard something very different today. You know, Mr. Samson has given it to us very, very hot. Thank you very much. So, like he has said, I do not have much to contribute. Just if you're out there and you're thinking, if being with this man that I have known for quite some time, be with this lady that I've known for quite some time, see, the number of years does not necessarily matter. What matters, like he said, is the bonding, the communication, you know, those that will actually, you know, understand you and want to walk through that path with you. See, we wish you a successful relationship. We wish you a successful marriage. We are hoping that we are going to hear your testimonies sooner or later. All right. So feel free to drop your comment in the comment section. Feel free to reach out to us if there is anything you want to communicate with us about, and we'll be right there to listen to you and to help you out. Do not forget to like, share, comment, and keep subscribing. Thank you for your time, and meet you next time.
All right.
Cheers.